Hi friends, today I want to share my thoughts on looking for validation from others. I say don't look for validation from others. What I mean by this is when you are looking for validation of your actions, of your behavior, or of your thoughts and beliefs from others, you are seeking their approval. You are placing more value on their approval of your actions or your thoughts. That's not correct. What happens is, you should have your own opinions. You should have your own likes and dislikes. Based on your own standards, you made your standards for yourself, or you make your standards for yourself. And you try to judge whether your actions or behavior is right or wrong, or acceptable or not acceptable. But don't look for validation from others. That is, don't seek directly or indirectly for the approval of others of your actions. What happens is, you can easily see on Facebook or on WhatsApp, you post some pics, some of your thoughts, and you worry too much about how many likes you got, how many people approved you, how many people agreed with you. This is looking for validation from others. This is looking for the approval of others. There is nothing wrong in taking the opinions of others or knowing how the other people are feeling or thinking about your actions. There is nothing wrong. But don't depend on that. Your self-worth and your being right or wrong does not depend on the approval or non-approval of others. That you should make very clear to yourself. Knowingly or unknowingly, and probably knowingly and unknowingly, we are habituated or we are trained to look for others' approval. How this happens, we will come to that later. But here, the problem of seeking approval or looking for validation from others affects you in such deep ways that you lose you in your peace of mind several times. You are not guided by your own plans of growth, what you want to achieve, what you want to become. Instead, you are more focused on what others think of yourself, how you look to others when you do certain things or when you do hold certain beliefs. What others people will think of you, will they approve you or not? That worries you so much. In fact, that should not worry you. This will go to such an extent. Just remember, when you are selecting your clothes, when you are deciding the way you dress yourself, you focus more on what you like than how you look to others. That is not necessary. You focus on your likes and dislikes. It is entirely your choice. Maybe your likes are bad. It's okay. You can choose to improve your likes and dislikes. You can choose to elevate your thinking. You can choose your own path of growth. at your own pace, not dictated by others, not for the approval of others. So, that is important, to focus on yourself and not looking for the validation of others. After all, why this problem of looking for validation and approval from others originated and has conditioned our minds so much that we place more emphasis on the approval of others than our own likes and our own dislikes. This is a very deep-rooted problem, and psychologists know that. What happens is, this looking for validation and approval and the dependency on validation and approval originates in our childhood, because as a baby, as a young child, you know what is the most important thing for the baby or young child? Approval of their parents, of the baby's actions, of the baby's behavior. They fear so much that their actions may be disapproved by their parents. Parents' approval is everything for the baby or the young child. That is how it starts. And at that young age, when a baby, as a young child, parents' approval is for a good reason. Their seeking for approval from the parents is for a good reason. Because a baby or child or young child is not endowed with so much thinking of right and wrong, good and bad. So it looks for the parents for approval. That is where the crucial and responsible role of parents should work. Parents should be very responsible in approving or disapproving the actions of the baby or the behavior of the baby. They should do it so neatly, so sweetly, and with as little pain as possible to the child. They should convey that disapproval when necessary and approval. Then what happens is, the child understands the importance and the role of approval in the right perspective, and it grows with the right thinking patterns and thought behaviors. Then what happens? As the child grows into an adult, they will not have the problem of looking for validation of others. They know very well its importance, where they have to look for, what they have to look for, and where they have to focus, on themselves or on others. They know it very well. So that is a very important thing. That aspect of parental upbringing or control of the child should be properly taken care of. If that child is not going to face any problems of looking for validation from others in their adulthood, this is the parent's responsibility. Please do it. Now, suppose you have grown into adults. Now you are facing the problem of looking for validation of others. You can't go back to your childhood and unwind whatever has happened. Forget it. What to do now? You can do. See, the human being has got unlimited powers of learning and even unlearning. But the only thing is, you have to make a concerted effort and a focused effort, a determined effort to come over the problem, however big it is. Now just analyze the reasons why you are looking for the validation from others. In most cases, what happens is a person, when he is looking for the validation from others, it means he or she has low self-esteem. He is not confident of what he is doing, what he is thinking, what he is believing in. That is the root cause of the problem when you are seeking the approval or validation from others. That means whatever you say to the outside world, in the hearts of hearts, you feel that others may be right. Others' approval may be more valuable than your own opinion. That is why the problem here is self-esteem. Your self-esteem is low. No problem. See, nobody is perfect. Everybody has got his own problems. You look at your self-esteem. Why your self-esteem is low? We analyze the reasons. If you have to do work on yourself, do it. If you have to learn so many things, learn it. See, however hard we try, how much effort you make, it is worth it, because it is going to change your entire life. The way you live, the way you love, the way you maintain the relations with your closed people, with your own people, with your life partner, with your friends, whoever they are. That is going to have a magical effect on your relationship with the people, with yourself, and with the world. Then don't you think it is worth it? However much hard you try, it is worth it. Work on your self-esteem. That is the way you can overcome the problem of looking for validation or approval from others. So, work on your self-respect. And the second thing to do is, don't compare yourself with someone and think that he is a perfect person. He may be a perfect person or not. That is not the question. The thing is, you are not comparing yourself and demeaning yourself. You don't do that. After all, nobody is perfect. Everyone will have his own deficiencies. You are looking a wonderful thing in that person, it's good. But don't let that wonderful thing or an admiration for that person belittle yourself. It is not necessary. So, when you know that nobody is perfect, then you gain your self-esteem. It's not to say that there is no perfection in this world. There are many great people. I'm only saying this because you are using the admiration for others or appreciation for others to demean yourself. Don't do that. Third one is, when you are learning, so many mistakes will happen. When you are working on yourself, you commit blunders, you commit mistakes, you face the music. Sometimes you are ridiculed by others. You may feel bad. It doesn't matter. Those who work only get mistakes. Those who work only commit mistakes. Those who doesn't work at all, they won't do any mistakes. But what is the use? There is a saying, a ship in harbor is safe, That is not what ships are meant for. Ships are meant for sailing. Ships are meant for traveling in the waters. It has its own risks, no problem. Otherwise, the purpose of life is not served. So don't be afraid of mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. Try to correct them. And you will realize the happiness you get, the sense of achievement you get when you learn from your one mistake. And any attempt you successfully did, however small it is, to overcome that mistake gives you great satisfaction. And that satisfaction should boost your self-respect and further power your journey towards a more satisfactory way of life. Before closing, one more thing I want to state. In fact, I made a shooting of this video on don't look validation from others yesterday itself. But I felt I have not made a good job in shooting this. It didn't come the way I wanted it to come. So today I reshoot the video right from the scratch and did the way I want, and now I got the satisfaction. So that's why this video. And again, interestingly, here I'm not looking for the validation of others. When I trashed that yesterday's video and I took this video on this topic of don't look for validation from others, I'm not looking for validation from others. I am looking, and I have looked to me for the validation based on certain standards I fixed for myself. I wanted to give something to the viewers in sharing my thoughts in a proper way, in a way I think it is more appropriate and appeals to them. So I made it. So this itself is an example of looking for validation from yourself, from your inner self, not from the others. Others' appreciation you would like, of course. Of course, you enjoy the appreciation of others. But don't make your worth depend on the validation of others or others' approval. And the next thing is, don't look to others for validation, but do look to others for inspiration. There are many great people in this world we may rarely come across, but you focus your thought and your passion to finding out such persons, you will come across them. Look to them for inspiration, to learn from them great things. In this world of high technology, the most beautiful thing that happened to the lives of human beings is to get in touch with whatever sort of knowledge you would like to. Great people whom A half a century ago, we could not even think of existence of such persons. Now, almost in real time or at your own convenient time, you can get in touch with them, learn from them, music, art, whatever, whatever you would like to, you can learn at your own pace, at your own convenience. So look to others, such significant others, such great people, not for validation, but inspiration. Get inspiration from them. Expand yourself, your thinking, your beliefs, your actions, to realize the full potential of human existence. After all, we live only once. But if you live well and full, once is enough. Thank you. That is for today. And I look forward to your comments and any questions or clarifications you would like to get from me. Thank you.